Yo, what is going on, guys? Got some BT8 gameplay for you guys, testing out some of the newer Myotismon cards in tandem with just like generic purple support, trying to basically use the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Tamer and bring him back from the trash for free. So down there you see I got set up with the Intmon, played then after that a Devimon. Was thinking about the mat, but I decided it might be better to just wait on that and trash cards with Intmon first, and then after that use the mat to grab something back. My opponent is also playing a purple deck, but then we see the Salamon Digivolved on top of the MaloMyotismon, so it does seem like he is playing a mixed yellow-purple, and you guys already know what that means. That means a Mastemon deck. So then we see the Analog Youth played for a cost of 2, which, by the way, the card, I think that card is so broken. I can't wait until we get that in the English meta, because there goes another copy searching one of the top 3 cards of your deck if it's a Digimon, and then you just get to trash all the rest, which is such a good effect, especially in a deck like Mastemon, which just wants to trash a lot of stuff, right? That's what purple wants to do in general. So my opponent is going to play 2 copies of Analog Youth and put me to 1. I'll bring out my Impmon. I've also got the Eismon scatter mode, but first of all, I'm going to go ahead and swing with Impmon so that I can get some draws and discards. So then MaloMyotismon will let me draw 1, discard 1, and then Impmon will let me trash the top 3 cards of my deck. So then you see I drew into the Yukio Oikawa there. So he is a really cool tamer that lets you basically bring back a MaloMyotismon from your trash, assuming you like have all the right conditions in place. And that's kind of the only thing holding this deck back. I think it's pretty solid, but it's just really slow to start. But once you get it off, the combos are really cool. So anyways, my opponent is going to bring out the Salamon and then play his copy of Tsukaimon. So we are going to see that played for 3 and reveal the top 3. And it adds, I think, just like one of the angels or archangels or anything like that. So you get to search a Mastemon or one of the Magna Angemons there, which is really, really powerful. Going to add the Mastemon to his hand, and then put the rest at the bottom of the deck, leaving me with 2 memory, which is totally fine because I've got the Eismon scatter mode, and then I can just swing with that, draw 3 cards, discard 2 is so crazy, and then just get up, get my trash set up, because this deck is similar to like Dun Devimon, requires you to have like names in the trash as well. Well, not necessarily just to bring out your boss monster, but the new MaloMyotismon has an effect where if you have 5 or more names, you get to like kill an unsuspended Digimon, and then you also get to trash the top card of your opponent's security, which is really crazy. So I'm going to swing into security, and then scatter mode will let me draw 3, discard 2. So I'm going to go ahead, discard the Yukio, and then the Eismon there, which Eismon says if this is discarded by a card effect, you can just play it. So that's really, really nice, just getting a free level 4 on the field, because now I can just go into something like Myotismon, which when digivolving, I get to trash the top 2 cards of my deck and then play a Yukio Oikawa from my trash to the field for basically free, which is really cool. Then you see I trashed the MaloMyotismon there, which, by the way, can I just say I really love his artwork. He literally looks like he's just posing on you, like T-posing. This guy is so badass. But anyways, I'm going to leave my opponent with 1, and then he's going to start already down to 3 security, by the way, just because I've been swinging with my little dudes. But he's going to hatch a Digi-Egg, Digivolve into the Tsukaimon, which also can Digivolve on yellow Digimon, fun fact. So there's a lot of mixed color synergy. You can play different colored eggs. Like it's all really cool. So then we're going to see the Wizardmon Digivolve for 2, leaving me with 1 memory. Unfortunately, Yukio is not a memory tamer, so I'm not going to start with 3, but I will bring out my Devimon, and just checking my trash, I've got the badass MaloMyotismon in the trash as well, and then I've also got another Myotismon name, so I definitely need to build up a little bit, because otherwise I won't be able to make the most use out of MaloMyotismon. So anyways, I'm just going to probably swing with the Myotismon for 8,000, and checking security, we're going to hit a Salamon, so he does live. And then I've also got a copy of the Mist Memory Boost in my hand, so I'm going to play that. This lets you trash the top cards to 2 cards of your deck, and then trigger draw 1, so it's really nice. You see there, I'm also playing the Venom Myotismon, so that guy's a really cool card. I don't think he's like extremely viable, but I think he's really cool, and he's just another name. So this is basically just like a pure Myotismon like deck. So So if you guys are interested in the deck list, let me know, and maybe I can post it. But anyways, my opponent is going to start with 2 memory. So are we going to see a Jogris here? Nope, we are going to see an Eismon scatter mode as well. It's just such a powerful card, dude. Like, that card is so insane. So he's going to hit a MaloMyotismon in security, which is crazy because now it's filling up my trash even more. But then he's going to draw a bunch of cards, discard some more, and then set up his trash. The thing about Mastemon and the new Jogris cards is, like, they just require also, like, a lot of setup, especially Mastemon, because you need 2 level 5s to be able to DNA into it, whereas like Imperial you just need like 2 level 4s, so it's much less of a like commitment, albeit like Mastemon has such a high ceiling and it's like a really powerful card. But we're going to see the Lady Devimon Digivolve for 3, so when Digivolving you can discard a card from your hand and then reveal top 3 and add a yellow and purple, again like Archangel, Angel, I think Fallen Angel as well. So then we're going to see discarding the Eismon, which is pretty sick, and then revealing the top 3 and not hitting any targets off of that, unfortunately. So then my opponent will just put those at the bottom of the deck and then leaving me with 3 memory. And I can also use the memory boost as well to go to 5 if I so choose to do so. So then I'm going to go ahead, unsuspend all my cards, draw a hatch. You see I'm playing a Mummymon there. I haven't played that guy in so long. He's really cool. You can bring back a MaloMyotismon from trash, which the cool thing about the new one is, again, it has the on play effect, so if you meet the correct requirements you can bring him back with the Mummymon and then like blow up a card and like trash top card of your opponent's security, which is really fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the scatter mode once again, just trying to cycle through my deck, going to hit another Eismon in security, and then I'm going to draw 3, discard 1, and then draw 1, discard 1 because of the Digimon as well. So I'm going to discard the Eismon, which will bring itself back, and then discard the Myotismon, and then discard another Myotismon. So at this point, I do believe I have enough names. So if one of my Myotismons dies, I can trigger Yukio and suspend him at the end of my opponent's turn to gain a memory, and then bring back a MaloMyotismon by then popping himself. So it's a really interesting effect. Unfortunately, can't go for a game here because I don't have the hybrid finisher, and then the Eismon is unable to attack this turn. I was really hoping Myotismon would die so I could like get off his effect, but you'll see that we're actually going to see this interaction pretty soon, so it's going to be pretty hype. Also playing Cherubimon in here just because I think it's a cool card that synergizes with Tamers, so I'm just going to end things off by playing a copy of Yukio and ending my turn, leaving my opponent with 2 memory, and then he's going to start hatches. Demi-Meramon, can he go into a Jogris this turn? I don't think so. He could. If he Digivolved the Salamon for 2 and then like into a level 5 yellow, then he could Jogris like at the end of the turn, because Salamon does have that inherited effect where if this is like, or like if you meet the conditions, you can Jogris during the end of your turn, and then you resolve that basically before you pass the turn to your opponent. So then we're just going to see the Demi-Meramon hatch, and is anything else going to happen? And then finally we see a Wizardmon Digivolve for 2. Wizardmon's really cool because he is a yellow-purple printed card, so that's just very useful in any sort of mixed yellow-purple deck, not even just Mastemon. I'm really excited to see the deck building possibilities. Then we see the Anjuamon Digivolve for 3, so at this point the turn would pass to me, but my opponent needs to finish resolving all their effects. So then end of your turn you can DNA Digivolve this Digimon and from like into something from your hand. So then Anjuamon and Mastemon will DNA evolve into the into Mastemon, so for a 0 cost, just super crazy. And then you get that on Digivolve effect where you get to put a card from your from your trash back to your security, and then play a level 5 or lower from your security. But since my opponent doesn't have any security, they're just going to have to settle with just basically playing something from your trash and then blowing something up from the Mastemon effect. Whenever something is played by an effect, you can just blow up a card that's equal to or lower level. So then it's going to blow up the Myotismon, which then triggers my trap card. So then we're going to activate the effect of Yukio and suspend both, gain 2 memory, and then bring back double MaloMyotismon because I have 2 in trash. And then so you'll see I'm going to bring back the set 3 one and then the set 8 one. So set 3 one's cool, got piercing 12,000 and then if your opponent's Digimon or delete or something's deleted, you gain a memory. And then this one is so crazy. On play, you get to, if you have 5 or more, you get to delete, and you get a trump sword basically, and then you get to trash top card of your opponent's security, which isn't relevant because my opponent has 0 security, but I'm just styling on them at this point. Got double Malo, so we're just going to play those guys and then delete the Mastemon, which is super nice, and that's basically going to be game. I'm just going to attack for game because my opponent does have 0 securities, and then of course the Yukios go to graveyard. So then guys, I'm going to go ahead and attack for game. That has been the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I think it's a really fun deck. I'm excited to playing a lot of the new purple support out of set 8 and the future set. So guys, that's going to be the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.